Hey, this is another episode of Candace Michelle Views, where I give my opinion on what I am viewing on any mainstream media platform that you could think of. So today I am going to go over YK Osiris. He is definitely, in my opinion, playing a secondary role, which is, in my opinion, the secondary role is the fake character of a actual main character that plays multiple roles. And we are going to get into quickly, trying to make this video as fast as possible, who I believe he is playing. So I do believe that YK Osiris is the secondary fake character of young DC Young Fly. I did not know his name. Yes, but he plays on Wild 'n Out. That's what I mostly known him for. And people, him playing probably a host on MTV or things like that nature, and them making him play like some type of role or reincarnation of Smoke, the character Smokey from Friday, which is yeah, don't remember his name either. So I did want to give a little bit of, I did want to just stop for 1 second and give the credit to my Instagram message that I got from Ruby Red. I don't know if they really want me to have their Instagram information out, but thanks to them giving that information to me, because I did think for a second that, you know, I was thinking about these two, but I never really looked into it. And I had this video, these things set up, and I just needed to put it together because I when I looked into it, I did believe I wanted to make a video on it. So let's go on why I wanted to make a video on it. So YK Osiris, this is his Instagram page, and as you can see, he only has one picture up there with 2.7 million. I mean, I don't know how many videos I've had done where I believe the second character, they always usually have a janky Instagram like this where it's not much going on, but yet here they are with 2.7 million followers, which equals 9. But we're just gonna go past that and just say that, you know, most of them always have like this empty page, because they don't really have much to go off of when they're a secondary character. So the main character, DC Young Fly, I did scroll through his page. It's very long. I didn't go down all the way to the bottom to see when it started because it was a very long page. So just showing that it was a lot going on, it just is clear as day. A real person or the real character, you know, they usually have a page full of stuff. And rightfully so, because I believe he has about, and we're going to wait till this goes. I'm going to just show you how long it was. I was like, okay, let me get out of here. Let's see. He has 11.3 million followers. So he has more followers. He was out, I believe, longer. Or I was aware of his character before I even heard of YK Osiris. And YK Osiris, he just pops in and out because he's not a real main character. I'm not sure exactly how they, whether DC is the lighter guy, and looks like him, or if they put prosthetics and coloring on him. So I believe that they may make him look like that because they make it easier, but you never know exactly how they play these games. As you can see, the scandal of YK Osiris, he was arrested after allegedly assaulting his girlfriend, which is like a thing where they get, I think they get chipped or they get, you know, I don't know what they do with them when they go to fake jail, but they all go to jail for some reason. All these celebrities are... I didn't know I was inside. All these celebrities, for some reason, are gangsters, and they all go to jail for whatever reason. Even if they just jaywalk, they're gonna have a mugshot and they're gonna be in jail. And I believe that that's when they chip them up and do whatever they do. They put them in like a boot camp or something like that to train them how to, you know, be playing the role that they have signed a contract and agreed to play the role and work for whoever they're working for, who's signing their checks. Roles that they are acting and play. So as you can see, this is symbolism. I didn't find much symbolism that's obvious, but this is a symbolism with the bunny ears. A lot of people believe this is like how Tupac would wear his headband, but it really is just representing bunny ears, and we already know that they like to hunt rabbits. Also, the tongue out with the bunny ears is just screaming sex slave, in my opinion. We all know that they are all sex slaves. I've tried to explain how dark and creepy it gets. There's nothing nice and sweet about it, no matter what age they are. It's no biz like showbiz. They expect them all to behave like adults, no matter what the age is. And they, like, as they said with like Kylie Jenner, like, oh, you know, she's not your average what does that mean? She's not your average 17-year-old or 18-year-old. So they're basically saying like, oh, they grow up and they're more mature, blah, blah, blah. But we already know what that means. It's just excuses. More excuses than Golden Beauty had about that GoFundMe page, you know. So yeah, don't listen to that. They just want their lips to be greased up and do what they like them to do. In my opinion, I'm not sure what he does. I'm just saying that majority of these people they usually stick to the script of what is needed out of them. So, as you can see, 72, that equals 9. And I already showed you that his page also is 27. That's like backwards of what was just on his shirt, which is 9. So I just thought that was weird. They're definitely coded. He also has an album called The Golden Child, which we all know he's not. I don't want to get into saying how he's not, because I'm not sure exactly what descendants he is, but he does go into Egyptian information. And Egypt is not the golden children. There is nothing but Asians and Arabs out there, and there's nothing golden about them. It's not a bunch of people in Egypt that looks like this. So I'm not sure why they would title The Golden Child with the pyramid in the back, but this is the scam. This is the people that have stolen our identity and pretended we died and we didn't exist. So I don't have any remorse when I go over any of this information of the people they work for, because I know what scam that they are pulling. And this is always about a scam that's being pulled. So as you can see, I believe that they have fake tattoos. It says 100% gutta. I mean, I don't know who would do that, but I know for a fact when I put on my fake tattoos, I tried to show you how dark it could look. And if you see my real tattoos, it would look more like something down here at the bottom where it's like really faded. No matter how much money you spend on a tattoo, it still fades because it's ink. But anyway, you know, like I said, it's just weird. And 100% gut, it just seems coded. The DC comic book or Dream Chase, like this DC thing, just like DC, the state or whatever, Michigan, DC or whatever, it's all coded. That's all it stands for. And as you can see, him and his family is all in orange. And she kind of seems like a mermaid as well with the dress choice and how she has her shirt. I believe they are all fake bumps. I don't think anyone's having any children in this group of people, If so, maybe a tails made situation where someone is having it for them, because I believe that they're all born bees, including the small one, unfortunately. And I will get to that, and I'm going to breeze past it. You know, we can't leave the kids out because they put them a part of, you know, showbiz. So, you know, all people that's put themselves out there, you know, we should be able to speak upon them as they present them all the time on a platform, because they are going to go forward as probably actor or whatever role they will be playing when they get old enough. But they do have them play roles when they're young as well. They definitely make them incorporate. So DC flies girlfriend slash baby mother slash wife. I'm not sure exactly what her title is with them, but she does have children, so I would say baby mother. Miss Jackie O. I just feel like that was a weird name as well, because you know the Jackie Onassis. That was a big scandal with her. So I just feel like the names always followed through with the celebrities. They always pick these names that already been regurgitated. Let's go. He met her on Wilding Out, and we already know that Nick Cannon is very suspect with all the children he's having, allegedly, that I don't believe are his at all. I think they're having carbon copies of whatever. A carbon copy is like a copy of something. It's not really like, you know, something naturally being done. But yeah, let's just take a look at her and what she said in here in this long captation. I just thought this was very weird. She was like, I never grew up with my mother in my life. And this seems like all of them don't have any parents. Like, just like with Golden Beauty, unless I want somebody to do a wellness check on her parents. I don't think she has any, because, you know, who will watch their child go through so much on YouTube and not even pop up or do anything, in that nature, where we see any parents being present or worried in all the things that were going on, and so on in this case and other people's cases where they have a bunch of issues with their parents, or most of the majority of the time with the girls, their mother, and then they be raised by their dad, just like a lot of videos I've done. She's no different. She said she never grew up with her mother in her life. It has been just her and her dad. She said that when she was going to pageants that she felt uncomfortable because the girls had their mother there and they were helping daughters get ready back in the stage, and I felt a tad left out, and I didn't have that. So I thought it was weird because who was taking her to these pageants? I mean, was her father doing this? I mean, whatever, I guess. I just think it's weird. And if you really take a good look, let me hope this doesn't, not to be rude, and you already know what I'm trying to show you guys, you know. Oh God, here we go with this. Yeah, so it's kind of like straight across, right? And the ongoing joke about her was that, you know, she couldn't grow any hair for a long time, which is normal for any baby or whatever if they're not, you know, full of head of hair. I was not, so it happens. But I just think, like, you know, you have to pay attention that, you know, I don't know why, but, you know, it shouldn't be that way. But if so, you know, little boys have that straight across as well. So we could say, you know, that they have the same thing for some reason, but I don't know if they should be having it. So yeah, we're gonna go forward with that because I don't want to really stick on this subject, but I just did want to also show like the baby hair situation. It just seems like it was forced. It doesn't seem like natural baby hair. It looked like they took like the very front of her real hair and they brushed it down as baby hair, which could kind of indicate that it's probably born M, because like, why would you do that? Why would you force? But anyway, we're gonna, and then with a lot of stripes, it was like a lot of interviews where he had her in stripes a lot. I just thought that was weird as well. Let me see what happened here. Okay, let me see if it stays. Okay, it's not. This is like a new setup. Anyway, let's try to keep it moving. I hope it doesn't fall again. So I just thought it was also weird where he has a music album, DC Fly Young, which I didn't know he did music. So that's another incorporation with YK Osiris. He put Fly Womack, and I just feel like it just reminds me of it saying Fly Woman, but that could be in my, you know, I'm just maybe reaching a little bit there, but it just feels like something that I just feel like, what is the name of the title about? But, you know, as I stated, things are definitely kind of weird here with these ladies. She said these ladies were incredible women that ended up being a part of her village that helped raise her beautiful babies. You know, I don't know if these women are even related or even related to her, because she never said they were related to her. She just said that they were women that came in her life and became her auntie and her mama fly. So I don't know if that's just related to the boyfriend. She never indicated that, or if they're just handlers that was sent in. Oh my God, this is annoying. Sorry. I'm gonna have to figure out another way, but we're gonna make it work because I want to get through this fast. Oh, really? Okay, I don't know. We'll see what happens now, because now it just seems like a lot of stuff is going on. Okay, maybe because I'm gonna have this kid up here. Anyway, yeah, it has to be said. So I just have to go through everything, unfortunately, even if my thing falls down because of it. So this girl his girlfriend is giving me big Kimbella vibes, and like I just can't stop seeing Kimbella, Jewel's baby mother, Kimbella. You know, she looks just like his girlfriend. Okay, this is weird. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold it. I don't know. Yeah, this is weird. It's not staying up. Yeah, I tried to have something hold it up, but it's not working. And this thing right here is just like, yeah, that's not working either. Sorry about that. Yeah, so she's giving me Kimbella vibes. This is Kimbella. I believe Kimbella just had a child as well at around the same time as she had her second child, which, you know, I feel like it's always the same scenarios where they are having children at the same time. They look just alike. But that she's another day where I will probably look into it more. But I believe that they all share characters, and they all, you know, because when Jewels was locked up, it was like, what was Kim Bella doing to stay afloat? But you would never know. They do give them roles to play, and they are all actors, and they are all, in my opinion, porn stars and things of that nature, sex slaves as I call it. They all come from the same industry. If you're an actor or entertainer, usually it comes with some type of porn background as well. In my opinion, they want to make sure that you're, you know, a participant in what they like. So anyway, DC Fly Youngs, like he was stating, like, they say the DC stands for the crew, for his brotherhood, and that word brotherhood, I swear, is like for like gay situation, like all that brotherhood stuff. I think it's like a gay scenario situation. So right off the bat, I feel like this is some type of, you know, he's probably in that nature as well, in my opinion. So also his network is $2 million. Young, and then as you can see, they both have the DC Young, and then he has Young King, and then, you know, it just all seems like it just kind of glides together for some reason. Like he has DC Young Fly, and he's Young King Osiris. Like it just seems very connected. And he's about the same age. They're around the same age, 20 something. I'm not sure exactly what DC. I didn't look. But you know, he's named after an Egyptian god, as they all are in some type of biblical format, named after something. And he's worth 1 million, which is very close. DC real name is John Whitfield. Osiris name is Osiris Jaquil Williams. I just feel like kind of like the Jaquil Williams and the John Whitfield, and Osiris is just his fake name. So if you really pay attention, it's probably Jaquil Williams, and then the John Whitfield, the JWs. I mean, they're both the same height. DC Young Fly is 5'11". YK Osiris is 5'9". They are very similar if you want to pay attention. I'm not going to get any copyrights, but he's singing. But if you look at him dancing and jumping around, they kind of like dance and jump around alike. I know you kind of don't see them bouncing, but if you pay attention, they're like bouncing the same. Like let me just start it over. Like the words are in the way, but look how he's like, they're both like doing the same bounce. And I just wanted to catch that. If you want to look at it again, look how he's bouncing here. Then look how he's bouncing here. I know it's not a big deal, but I didn't want to get copyrights for the music, so we could listen to their voices.
On this sense, what, like that, right? Man, you know what I mean? I've been in the band. Like, you don't know how musically inclined that I am. I was in the band.
Worth it, all that is freestyle.
Yeah, I did. Band directors, you got the drum major, you got the North Star.
Wow,
so they both talk the same.
You might got a couple xylophones, then you got the saxophones, the trumpets, the baritones, then you got the tubas, then you got the percussion. So I got to hear all those different instruments, and I got to know their parts, plus know the percussion part. So it's just like I got an ear for music.
So you're ready for drumline too, if they can.
So as you can see, he's acting like he's
one
like,
of the things I admire about,
he's like musically inclined, and he's super pro music, but yet he's a comedian, and you know he's an artist. So this is where the duality happens, where he wasn't going to become DC Fly wasn't going to become a music artist because he's already known as being a goofy comedian. So here he is playing the role of YK Osiris, where he can be freely an artist and make money in that stream nature. You see how he has DC Young Fly has his child with him, and that's why I incorporated her, because it seems like they want these children to be on these platforms as well. She's in a striped black shirt. I don't know what, like, it just seems very weird that he even has her at the Breakfast Club, because, you know, these characters that are there are kind of, you know, they say a lot of questions that I think maybe the child shouldn't have been there, but maybe they kept it PG-13. I didn't watch the whole interview, but, you know, I doubt they kept it PG-13, especially with this creepazoid under the allegations that he's under with the rape charges with the when she was a young girl. I wouldn't have my kid around, you know, but people that probably didn't do their research. But yeah, it still doesn't seem appropriate to have him at this kind of interview, not knowing what kind of questions they'll be ready to ask you. But we just want to stick to their mannerisms. They both sit up stern and use their hand a lot. And if you pay attention, you'll see they have the same voice as well.
R&B greats. Who are some of those singers that you get inspiration from?
I'm old school. I like Chinwan, Trey Songz. That's good. That's good music. That's like real R&B.
The other thing I like.
Now you see they're both talking about music. That's their, like, he was just saying all these instruments, so they're both keeping it similar and just comparing the voices now.
Is, I've met a lot.
I don't drink and smoke, so it's like being a role model to these young kids. These
to be honest, I came
they look up to these
and I told them, I said, look,
like Instagram is
if they don't want to write it,
and they look at
I'll just shoot it. Why wouldn't they do that? That's like a no-brainer. What you mean? Why you wouldn't? That man looked at me and said, write it.
Whatever they do, they want to do.
What?
So I'm not sure if you could really see good because this is a tape of a tape, but I could clearly see that they are very similar looking. Their voices match. I'm kind of sold. Let's get to the pictures. We're going to make this as quick as possible. I want to try to start making my twins videos short as possible because other things that I do take more time. So I think if I make these shorter, I could do more of these and keep it consistent on my page because I do have a lot of twinsy files to go through, and I plan on trying to do as many as I could because I don't know how many we can do without you realizing if they're not the same person. In my opinion, I believe they are. If they're not the same person, then they're definitely in the same family. These people are definitely from the same country. These people are definitely infiltrating here to become successful and send their chunk change back to their wherever the hell they send it back to, usually it's not to the people, to their country. It's to like the dictators that are putting them on these platforms. These are the dictators' puppets and sex slaves. So they throw them out here. They have them since young, as he has his child with him. They have them that young, so they don't care what they do on platforms. So anyway, if you could see the mouth, if you really pay attention to the mouth, even how their lips both in the middle, it kind of like sticks out like a pimple or something is there. I'm not sure if you could really take a good look at it from here, but everything is there. The eyes, everything. So how do they accomplish this guy's skin? If you could look at his children, sometimes I feel like he might not be dark. He might be actually light, because look how both of them come out like so light, And as I stated, I don't believe that they are. I think they all get them from like foster cares or carbon copies. I don't know how they get these children, in my opinion. But if I was to say if one of these guys were the father, it would look more like he was the father of those two children than DC Fly. Because if you look, his features is nowhere near in those children. And I believe he was born a F. An F. Because they are doing these switchovers, and they're really good at doing these switchovers. If they're not an F, then they're definitely down with the peanut butter dipping. Okay, and I think they're the receivers. I don't think they're the on. I think they're the bun. I don't know how to say this. I think he's the bottom. If they are born M's, then they're usually the bottom feeders to whatever. And whatever else they have them get down doing. But as you can see, I tried to get something where he had his hair cut. All of this stuff is usually fake wig stuff. If you could watch, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that show you that they could do all this stuff by wig. I believe all of them are bald-headed. Like the Jews, how some of the Jews, they have, even the women, they have these wigs and stuff. And a lot of them are just shaved head under there. And I believe that all of them are like somewhat of like that religion, like Jew or Arab or something like that, where they keep, covered up and things like that, and also probably cut their hair off and bald it. It's like a religious thing. The Indian women bald their hair and sell it. So this is very common for them to have bald heads. And they just probably put little wigs on top of it. Because as you can see right here, it's a dash right here. And then right here, you don't see any dash at all. And usually if you have a dash, you should be able to see it. I see there's more hair there, but the dash should still be somewhat visible, but yet there's no dash. So that's how you could tell this is more wig, But, that's just in my opinion. So let's keep it moving with the pictures, and we're just going to wrap it up because I believe that, as you can see with the eyes and the smile, the same teeth, They have the same exact teeth and mouth, same proportions of the top lip, bottom lip, nose, everything is same proportioned. Okay, it's nothing much different about them. They both have the same weird lineup, shape up. Then he started to change his look because he knew that this character was going to come out and this is what he really wants to do. Okay, that's all I really have on them. We're just gonna look at some more pictures of them looking just like, I don't know, I would say the same person, but you know, what do you guys think? Maybe, like I said, related, same country, maybe they're brothers, maybe they're half brothers, long lost first cousins. I don't know what other scenarios. They couldn't be uncle because they're the same age, same height. So what, brothers, cousins, same person, in my opinion, but you know, let somebody tell it they don't see it, you know. But yeah, they also have their same pose. Look how they're sitting. Look how the feet kick out. I mean, I could be wrong, but this is all mannerisms. Everything looks right. The ears are definitely the same as well. See how the ears stick out? Short, small, stick out ears. Everything is there. Everything is there. It's just perfectly matching. Look how they do everything alike. Like, everything is on point with their mannerisms. I know y'all guys are like, how do they do it? They do it. I don't care how they do it. They could do makeup on him, or they could do makeup on him, but they're doing it, okay? And shout out to my my commenter. Also, like I said, you guys, you can always come into my inbox if you have any ideas, because I wasn't thinking about him, but I definitely, you know, once I saw it, I said, you know, let me look into it, because I think that as well, and it worked out perfectly. So shout out to her. And that's all I have about these so-called, whatever you want to call them. I don't believe in celebrities. I think they're regular people. They're worse off than regular people because they pretend that they have and they don't have. And if one thing happens to the person that funds them, or if they do anything wrong, back to the garbage they go. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe. And what we're trying to accomplish is canceling them. I really want to give a shout out to everybody that has been canceling Golden Beauty. I don't know if she's canceled for good. I mean, once she gets some fake drama scrunched up with Young Pharaoh, once they figure out a new scheme and scam, they both quiet right now. So once they figure it out, y'all might be back on her page, but she's been putting out stuff, and I kind of like check, well, not check, it comes on my feed, and I kind of check to see who viewed it. I haven't viewed anything because it's like, for what? I believe they're scammers, and I don't deal with scamming people. I exploit, I expose scammers because I'm just sick and tired of scamming people, and then they'll try to label it as hate. Well then, label it whatever you want and dress it up with a bow, because I am going to say it anyway. Yeah, so cancel them if you can. Good job on keeping the views low on these scammers and schemers. Not a celebrity in my eyes. Scheming, skeezers. And if possible, like and share as much as you can so you can get the word spread it. I believe a lot of people are waking up to this nasty group of who knows what they are, destroying you know, people, communities and worlds by trying to copy off of these 7 tours equaling 9. And have a good rest of you guys' night, okay? And cancel them.